what's up, YouTube? This is your host with the most, King Geo in the house. I want to say first and foremost, thank you to the Lord above, Jesus Christ, for giving me and you another day of life. Um, I want to say that I want to say thank you to Courtney yesterday for giving me the opportunity to interview her. We talked about domestic violence. We talked about surviving a abusive relationship, and the sad part about this whole entire thing is that she didn't know how to get out. She didn't want to involve her father in it because she didn't want her father to get in trouble, and she felt so insecure. She felt so hopeless that she bubbled herself inside her own little world. And because she, whenever she did make a complaint to an officer, they would do nothing. She had a restraining order, and the officers never did anything. They never arrested her. Maybe had they arrested him, then the outcome would have been differently. Maybe she still would have been with him, and that he would have been able to be there and provide for his kid, as a couple, as a married couple, instead of being divorced. And the kids in here one time and the kids here in the other. And I want to do this follow up because I want women to know that you don't have to be stuck in a relationship, in an abusive relationship. You can always go up and go. You can always go to a shelter. And I know it's not the best thing in the world, but it's better than staying in a home that you're being abused, whether it's physically or verbally or even mentally. Um, don't stay in a relationship because you have kids together, and you don't want to affect the kids. The kids will grow up. The kids will adapt. You got to seek your health. You have to seek your sanity. You have to seek your protection. Um, and it's sad. There are a lot of things that you can do. I mean, don't let a man intimidate you. Say, no, I'm going to take the kids away. Don't let that happen. Don't let that intimidate you. Um, there's laws out there that protect you. You can take your kids at any time, because when you're married, or even if you're not married, and the law assumes that both of you have custody of your own kids. So if you're in a relationship and you want to leave, and you're in California or you're in Nevada and you want to leave to New York, you take your kids and you go to New York, and they can't do nothing about it because those are your kids. In the eyes of the law, both of you have custody. Now, if he had custody of the child or the children, and then you have to go to court, but when there is no court order that the child, one parent has the right to the child. When that's not in order, so you could basically do as you please. And then that person, that man, we're talking about man, that man has to go to the state where the child is, and he has to file for custody or for whatever, because that's where the child is residing. And most cases, judges will go. I mean, not in most cases. In all cases, the judge looks for the benefit of the welfare of the child, and who's a better fitting parent for that child. But what I'm trying to get you at is that don't get caught up in the abuse. If you're in an abusive relationship right now, get out of it. Look for look for places to go. Look for shelters you can go to. Places that domestic violence programs that is out there that can help you. Don't stay stuck. And this is not the '80s or the '70s where there was basically no hope. I mean, there was no help. I remember back in those days, I used to see my neighbors fight. The cop would come over, and the officer would say, "Well, why don't you go leave and you come back tomorrow and straighten this thing out? Don't come back today no more, because if you come back today, then I'm gonna have to arrest you." And that's the funny thing that I don't understand in Courtney's case, because she had an order of protection, and this man violated it. You go to Florida. In Florida, the couple argues, and someone calls the cops, and the cops come over. Somebody's going to go to jail for domestic violence. Even if it was not, somebody's going to go to jail. Some states are different than others, but Florida does not take domestic violence very easily. New York doesn't either. Very strict in that. I don't know how California is, but it's a shame. And if that's the way it is, California, then California needs to reform its laws. It needs to be more stringent with it. It needs to be more adamant. It needs to be more enforcing this order protection. Because if you don't enforce the order protection, what you're doing is you give the power to the other man. You give the power to the person. And not only are you giving power to that person, you're giving power to other future domestic violence cases, men who think, well, you know what, they're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna slap me with an order of protection, and they're not going to do anything. And that's not the message that any state or any county wants to give out to their public. That we're soft on domestic violence, or any crime. But in this particular moment, I'm talking about domestic violence. So if you're in that situation and you see no way out, seek your way out. If you're watching this video and you have no hope, drop by. King Gio, can you help me? And I will go and I will do my best to find a place for you. I'll do it, because I don't like a man abusing a woman. That, to me, I never liked it. What's abusing a woman and abusing a child? I don't like that. So my mother was abused also. So I need you ladies out there, to go out there and voice and call and say that I'm being abused. I need help. Don't be shy. And also, there are men out there who are being abused by their wives or by their partners. And if you feel threatened, also seek help. Also, call domestic violence. Don't be ashamed that it's taboo. The men don't. That people are gonna talk about you because your woman treats you wrong and she abuses you physically or mentally or verbally. Don't be shy. Nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing about, you have to be a man. You have to protect yourself. And also, I would like to know, my people in Europe, United Kingdom, Italy, Australia, top of the morning to you from England. Let me know, how is domestic violence treated in your country? I want to know from the woman's perspective, how domestic violence, how your country treats domestic violence. What is the law? Do a lot of men or women get arrested on domestic dispute, domestic fights? Dispute could be anything. I want to know about it because I want to compare the strategies of Europe and other countries, Asia, Africa, Australia, all those places, Latin America. I would like to know how the law protects you as the woman. Are the laws strict? Are the law too lenient? And stuff like that. I would like to know, guys and girls and stuff like that. Let me know how it is. I would like to see it. Well, guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe. And remember that when I do a live chat, right now I'm doing super chat that you can donate money to King Gio. Like I said, I always pay forward. So whenever you see me doing doing a live, and if you want to share 50 cents, $1, $2, don't be shy. Do not be shy. Okay. Well, thank you guys very much. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that share button, hit that thumbs up, and I'll let you know when and I should be doing another video tonight. So, all right, guys. Thank you. Peace.